Show them the receipt.
Don't need the shit.
We already got
Don't
a
need the
receipt.
shit, man. Whatever.
I'm saying we got a receipt.
Go ahead and put your hands behind your back.
I'm saying we got a receipt.
Go ahead and put your hands behind your back. Still 35, we're running.
All suspects are innocent until and unless proven guilty in a court of law. On the 28th of August, 2025, officers coordinated with Walmart Loss Prevention to intercept a subject identified as Herring on suspicion of retail fraud. The alleged scheme involved purchasing a pair of clippers, returning a new unopened unit to customer service, then retrieving the original opened item from the shelf and exiting without payment. This analysis focuses on 3 legal issues: the lawfulness of the detention, the resisting charge, and the use of force. Issue 1. Probable cause and lawful detention. Under Terry v. Ohio, 392 U.S. 1968, officers may conduct an investigative stop when they possess articulable, reasonable suspicion of criminal activity. Here, officers did not rely on suspicion alone. They directly observed the full scheme on Walmart surveillance cameras before making any contact, establishing probable cause well before the stop. Under Florida Statute 812.014, Petit theft in the second degree applies when a person knowingly takes or uses property valued under $100 with intent to deprive the owner. The clippers were valued at $49.96. The substitution scheme, returning a new item, retrieving the original, satisfies all statutory elements. The detention was legally sound.
Put your hands behind your back now!
We bought
Put
that.
your hands behind your back!
We bought it. I promise we bought it.
4128, where are you going?
I bought this. Look at the receipt.
528, change the plea, one secure. 77.
The receipt. How? If I bought it, I don't need to see the receipt. Yeah.
Yep, we're good, thank you.
Oh, what? Yeah.
Did we take the phones out ourselves?
Yeah.
Hey, so y'all not gonna run the receipt back?
Huh, it's over there.
Y'all not
boss.
gonna run the receipt back?
Chill, dude. We watch you on camera the whole time. Stop.
On camera doing what though?
Stop.
Can you get me up, bro? We good.
No. We gonna wait.
Bust my lip and all.
You'll be alright.
Bro, I'm trying to stand. Can you stand me up?
Go ahead and take the thing for on top.
Hell.
Take him to the car.
Yeah, sure.
God damn, y'all f*** me up. Hey, can you tell we bought it? Look at the receipt. Bro, just look at the receipt. No, babe, look at the I'm telling them, listen.
Yeah. Okay.
So have y'all not seen me buy it though?
We saw you take one off the shelf and put it in a bag.
All this other clip, bro, we could've bought this shit. I already bought them. It's on the fucking receipt.
Oh, the one you returned? Yeah.
Should we,
To stop. Yeah, we'll do it in there. We'll unhook him in there. We'll unhook him when we get inside, man.
Yeah, bro, like y'all could talk to me about this shit. Y'all trying to arrest me for what? Y'all trying to arrest me? Y'all didn't even give me a chance to show you talking about keeping your hands behind your back. You're not listening.
I think we just fought with you now.
I was not listening. My thing about it, I'm trying to explain to y'all. Y'all not trying to talk though. Can you tell them that we bought it, baby?
Let it go. Let it go. Literally, let it go. It's see everything you don't listen.
Oh, yeah.
One couple 46, 1013.
I thought it was petty though. I thought we could just bought the shit though. We could just pay for the shit. I already bought the motherfuckers one time.
Alright, so the reason why obviously we're making contact with you
Talk to me.
is because you literally switched it. You put the one that you purchased or whatever item that you had, you put it on the shelf, grabbed the new one and returned it. That's fraud return.
Oh no! I was gonna turn. I didn't want them declining me because of the fucking the fact that I already opened
it.
it.
But that's not how it works. Because now you're using a new item to return it. Now it's going back into our inventory.
And we could have that discussion.
No.
We'll see.
Can y'all loosen this left one up? I can't feel my circulation.
Have y'all ran through yet?
No.
The book, where's that book at?
It's paid for.
Okay. Well, technically not because she used the return.
Oh, right.
You bought it with a return?
With the return money, yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is, I'll return that book for you. Give you that money. All right.
Wait, she got to turn the money back in?
Can I see the receipt for that?
I got it right here. It's inside.
No, receipt for that on the phone.
No, you good. You just don't lean back because it's the prongs is in your back.
It's on my phone.
For the clippers.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not running from them. I'm just trying to talk to them and ask them why are they trying to put me in handcuffs.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this return for you and give you this money, okay?
That's the only question I got.
So the reason like
No,
I said,
I'm not mad at you. I'm trying to.
Talking
No, I'm trying to explain to him though. I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying that I was trying to ask a question and they trying to arrest me.
No, they're trying to detain you. That's the difference.
They didn't say detain. They say you want to arrest and hands on you.
Then I actually deployed twice.
Yeah, I saw you.
You choose the clippers, the old clippers that you had, yours, the one that you purchased. You still try to walk out with it after you made a return. So that's the reason why we're making contact with you. Okay. And they're making contact with you. So it's still theft at the end of the day. You see what I'm trying to
So
say?
petty theft.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to know, Mr. Bowers, what I'm trying to explain to you, I heard you under arrest, and I'm trying to explain to y'all the situation.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that's under arrest though, but I'm trying to explain to you. But I'm trying to.
Wait, you still over
I didn't-
talking them though. You didn't even give them a chance to listen.
And I understand that. And I'm trying to explain to them though. That's what I'm trying to explain on my mindset, where my head was at. I'm trying to explain to y'all what my head at though. I didn't know that. I'm thinking under arrest for what? My question is for what? Can I explain myself? We gonna talk? And soon as I try to explain myself, y'all talking about y'all tackling me.
You could talk to them while you're in here.
I was trying to, but I'm getting tackled. What the f am I getting tackled for? And they're not even telling me what.
You tried to spin out, bro.
Where you
You
going
on camera.
No, when you grabbed me, after he grabbed me, I said, what the f am I getting, what the f am I getting detained for? What am I getting arrested for?
Well, you didn't. That's telling me that you didn't want to talk to begin with.
How? If I'm asking
Considering
questions
you
in
asked
the
like,
process
why
of
you
moving
did
away
this?
and I'm asking questions, y'all supposed to talk. If y'all say, hey, we need to bring you over here to talk, I was already walking that way. Somebody grabbed me, somebody
out the
arrested me.
door, they said, hey, da 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 da. They literally grabbed you.
And I was moving with him, but he tried to put me in handcuffs for what?
Never been in here.
So we're talking, but we're finna talk. Where am I going to handcuffs for? You get where my mindset at? If we finna talk.
You didn't already get loud with them.
No. Ask him, Mr. Bowers, when you first walked up to me, was I loud? Was I rowdy?
No, but what you did was still wrong.
No, I'm not defending that though.
Yeah, I'm just saying, what you did is still wrong.
Yeah, I'm not defending that at all though, but I'm talking about the part after that. Can you loosen this stuff up for me, please?
We gonna have any more issues?
Just the right one.
That's
I'll
we're gonna have any more
put a
issues?
finger in
No, of course not. No. I told y'all I explained to y'all. I already explained to y'all about it. You know what I'm saying? I explained to you. I explained to you I was not trying to resist.
Well, I would just wait for us. We're gonna read you Miranda, and then if you want to provide us with a statement, you can. Okay? What are you on probation for?
Huh?
What are you on probation for?
Oh, just driving.
Just driving?
Yes, sir.
Driver license suspended?
No, isn't no way you can loosen this right one up a little bit.
I can put a finger in. You alright?
Try to put a finger on the side, the right side.
I don't need to. Put it. See?
2 fingers though. I thought it was 2 fingers.
One.
It's up here, that's what we were like.
So let me ask you a question though. So it's up to Walmart to file charges on stuff, right?
Yes.
Am I getting filed charges on?
Yes.
Is it any way? Like I'm saying, since they was already paid for it, that we already got the receipt paying for them, and nothing was taken out of here without money being returned. Well, they said that we just get trespassed. Who was it? Who was it? So if I'm talking to you though, anyway, you saying there's no way around it.
Man, you got medical here.
I'm just gonna. I'm moving your hair real quick, okay?
I gotta follow policies, you know, just as much as everybody else.
I'm not saying that though, but I'm saying the policy state that you automatically have to file charges.
Because it's over $1 amount for me, so.
$1?
No, it's over $1 amount. So I have a certain $1 amount that I could reach. I can't tell you.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? The charge, I mean, cause it's like $50, $40, $49.
So it's still my barrier that I can. Now if you're under it,
What's
I can work with
under?
you. I can't.
$30?
No, it's less than that.
$20?
It's around there.
I'm sorry, I don't need to touch my hair. I went through your dread.
Listen though, my thing is, I already paid for them, right?
Yes.
So let's go based off that. Deal's already
You paid for them, right? You put your old clippers. Yes.
Yeah.
No, wait, listen. So you put your old one on the shelf, right? You grabbed the new one, took it to the service that did return with the new one, right? That's altering our inventory, basically in the store. It's basically saying that we have it in the store and now we don't because the service that is returning. You grabbed your old ones and try to walk out with them. So we're losing money at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's shrink, that's what it's called.
But my thing is though, if I already paid for them, they just recharge the card for the second one.
Don't worry.
You should have paid for
them both.
It's theft at the
to
end.
start off with,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Right?
Y'all
So,
transporting
Well,
him?
not both. I'm only gonna pay for one.
yeah,
Yeah.
you should have paid for the one you walked out of the door.
I didn't even make it out the store.
Yeah, you did. You was in the parking lot.
Y'all hit me. Y'all tackled me.
I didn't talk to you.
Yeah, they tackled me already.
Yeah.
They
So,
got me.
these guys tried to make contact
So
with you
it's
to
so
bring
it's
you
based
back
on
in the
so it's
office.
based off all three of y'all this year.
He's gonna have to go to the ER.
Technically, whoever's pursuing. So,
that's
yes.
the ones.
Okay.
I mean,
So
the
is it?
one, it's more than one on his neck. He's gonna have to go to the ER and get that pulled out.
Do I get on the stretcher right these shits on? Oh, do they hook up to one of the stretcher legs? I didn't think it was gonna lead to that. I thought they was gonna tell me that, hey, you gotta go back and pay shit. I thought it was gonna be that simple shit.
I'm gonna tighten your skin up in the step. There's that one.
There's one in my head. I feel something tugging in my head. It's
Yeah, there's one in your neck. You want me to get that one too?
Yeah, you can.
Later. Alright, you ready? Yeah.
Damn, that's me a patch.
No. They didn't pull
He
no hair
got,
out.
he got two in his
That
back.
shit don't hurt when I pull it out?
He got two in
Yeah,
his
yeah, I
back.
thought it had a patch in my head.
Yeah, he got, that's right. It's lower.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
You got
explain.
something right here in your neck.
Hang on, I'm gonna get this one too.
Yeah, so.
Hang on, hang on.
Oh, my bad.
One more,
Go
one more.
See, this
Go
one's
ahead.
tight. Let me get this course. Alright, you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's that one.
What I'm trying to explain to y'all is that, all I'm saying is that this is the determining factor if I gotta go to jail or not. So I'm just trying to figure out its alternatives. So like, what would be?
At this point, there is no. If you had to come back in here, you come to the office.
That's no. See, pause. See, that's the miscommunication there though, because I thought I would be under arrest for something that I didn't even talk over yet. So that's the only reason why these cuffs got put on me though. You get what I'm saying? So that's the only.
All right, thank you.
That was the only miscommunication though, because I'm thinking I'm being under arrest without even having a chance to explain the situation or trying to solve the problem. You get what I'm saying?
If you hadn't taken off hundreds of
No, I didn't take. No, I pulled away, and at that point, though, what the? At this point, like, what the? I'm still trying to ask, so what the am I being under arrest for? Talk to me, like, I know it's other alternative routes though. So what I'm hearing is basically if Mr. Barnes and this officer tell you that it was just a miscommunication there, we can figure out a different route.
There is no miscommunication.
No.
You walked into the store. You selected an item off the shelf.
And I'm not. Listen, I'm not.
Hold on. You selected an item off the shelf, and then as you were walking up through the pharmacy to get ready to walk out the door, you put that item in a bag. Fair statement.
Yeah.
And then you passed the last point of sale, right?
And that's what the camera.
That is theft.
Understandable.
Okay.
And how,
So that's why
I didn't. But I'm saying I
these
see alternative. I seen alternative routes that it don't always lead to this. You know what I'm saying?
Well, again, when these guys
yeah.
approached you and said, "Hey, listen, we need to talk
And,
about some
and
unpaid
from there,
merchandise."
I was calm and I was ready to. I walked with
Right.
y'all. I gave y'all the bag and I walked.
Let's put our shoe on.
So, Mr. Barnes, what I'm asking you guys, though, so even if I'm explaining to you guys that I was not trying to run away, I'm just trying to ask why am I being
We were
arrested?
detaining you, okay?
I didn't know why. I didn't know why though.
Well, this is where
But
we're
I'm
at.
trying to. But when I was trying to ask you, you started yanking on me tighter. And I'm like, what the?
Pull it away.
Because I'm trying to ask a question. I didn't think I had to be under arrest first, then ask my question. That's all I'm saying though. That's all I'm saying though. I didn't know that.
Well, that's where we're at, okay? You're under arrest for resisting without violence and petty theft. Okay?
Issue 2. Resisting an officer without violence. Under Florida Statute 843.02, a person commits this offense when they obstruct, resist, or oppose a law enforcement officer during the lawful execution of a legal duty without physical violence. Herring pulled away from officers, attempted to flee, and refused repeated lawful commands to place his hands behind his back. Each of these acts independently satisfies the statute. It is important to note, this statute does not require intent to escape. Physical resistance during a lawful detention is sufficient, regardless of the subject's stated motive. Herring's argument that he was only asking a question and not resisting does not constitute a legal defense. Under Florida's resisting statute as interpreted by state courts. Issue 3. Taser deployment and use of force. Under Graham v. Connor, 490 U.S. 386, 1989, the reasonableness of force is evaluated from the perspective of a reasonable officer on the scene at the moment of the decision, not with hindsight. 3 factors guide this analysis: the severity of the crime, whether the subject posed an immediate threat, and whether the subject was actively resisting or attempting to evade arrest. In this case, Herring was actively fleeing a lawful detention following repeated noncompliance. A taser, classified as a less lethal option on the use of force continuum, was deployed after verbal commands failed and physical control was broken. Under these facts, the deployment falls within the range of objectively reasonable force. The charge was a non-violent misdemeanor, which limits but does not eliminate the force analysis. Officers also followed post-deployment protocol. Probes were removed on scene, and Herring was transported to the emergency room, consistent with department policy. Issue 4. Miranda Advisement and Custodial Statements. Under Miranda v. Arizona, 384 U.S. 436, 1,966, and Berkemer v. McCarty, 468 U.S. 420, 1,984. Once a subject is in custody and subject to interrogation, officers must advise them of their rights. During the extended post-arrest conversation, Herring voluntarily made multiple statements, acknowledging the mechanics of the scheme before any rights advisement was documented on camera. Whether these statements are admissible will depend on the precise point at which custodial interrogation is determined to have begun a question for the court, not the scene.
You're being trespassed for a period, well, both of you are being trespassed for a period of 2 years. You're not coming on this property in the next 2 years, or you're being placed under arrest for trespass for warning. All right? That means the property all the way out to State Road 19. You can go like the Chili's and stuff like that, but you cannot hang out on this property or in the parking lot.
Mr. Manil, what you just do the starting, you the supervisor? Yep. So if I'm sitting here explaining to them that I only was trying to ask a question and not trying to resist, then why we can't have that conversation? Why that conversation on the table? If I'm explaining to them that was not my intention. My intention, you gotta understand, I'm coming out of the store and I'm being asked to get in handcuffs. But my question was why? As soon as I asked why, he roughed me up. I'm not even doing nothing. I'm asking a question. He said walk to the. My first statement was walk here. I'm on the verge of walking here. He grabbed me. Talking about you gotta get under here. It's two of us now. On the one person getting grabbed, talking about being put on put in handcuffs.
Well, we're not gonna.
Two people being trespassed.
They're saying that you were detained.
I didn't understand, but as soon as I asked why, it was about.
They're saying you're detained. You resisted at some point. Okay, and we're not going to have court in here.
No, of course not.
They're saying you resisted without violence by trying to pull away or whatever occurred, and they have evidence that you retail theft. Correct?
Yeah, I'm not denying. What I'm not denying is anything that you're saying.
All right, man. Come on.
I just put last name and then age.
Man, you a black brother. You can't help me out and tell them, hey, I didn't resist.
But you resisted.
Not intentionally though. Not like this. Like I'm trying to get away. That I'm trying to ask a question.
But you were trying to get away. That's why I tased you.
I'm only trying to get at y'all. Y'all tackling me. That's all I'm trying to stop though. I'm stopping y'all from tackling me though.
You wasn't tackling me.
So you ain't right. Okay, I'm not arguing with you though, but obviously we both was there. I'm saying that from my point of view and your point of view though, what didn't match up?
What matches up is he told you to put your hands behind your back. And you did not. You ain't comply at all.
I did? Come on. I didn't try to comply with you. When you first
you pulled away.
Grab me again, grab my wrist. When you first asked, you grabbed my wrist.
And then you tensed up and then you started pulling away.
And I said why? I said why, Mr.
Boyd?
And you just kept repeating.
We're not going to debate
right?
over there. I'm giving you a lawful order. You got to follow it. So this is where we're at. Like my sergeant said, we don't debate this right here. That is what court system for. You're being charged with it. You're not being convicted of it.
Ain't with no way around this.
Come on, man. Get in, man.
I'm just asking, okay? Can I sit down and ask a question?
You can sit down. Trust me, we finna be in there too.
I'm just, you ain't gonna talk to me, bro, just for a little bit.
No, we finna be in there.
Were y'all here for this one?
Grades. The officers receive a B pre-contact surveillance established probable cause before any physical interaction. Tactical positioning at the exit was sound. Taser deployment followed the use of force continuum. Post-arrest conduct was professional and legally articulate. Deductions apply for 2 reasons. The basis for detention was not clearly communicated at the initial point of contact, and the timing of Miranda advisement during an extended custodial conversation warrants review. Herring receives a C+. He did not physically assault officers and eventually ceased resistance. However, repeated refusal of lawful commands, an attempted flight, and voluntary self-incriminating statements reflect both a legal knowledge deficit and avoidable decision-making at every stage of this encounter. Lessons learned. For law enforcement, early, clear articulation of the reason for detention is not legally required, but it is tactically valuable. In this case, it may have prevented resistance before it escalated. When an arrest follows a taser deployment, the Miranda advisement timeline should be precise and documented. For the public, a lawful order does not require your agreement before compliance. The right to contest an arrest exists in court, not at the point of contact. Pulling away from a detention, regardless of intent, constitutes resisting under Florida law. Silence is always the legally correct response after being detained. Voluntary statements made on scene carry risk. In court, Herring entered a written guilty plea on both counts. He was sentenced to 2 days in county jail and required to pay court costs and fees. Both Herring and his companion received a 2-year trespass notice from the property. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic you would like us to cover in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and do not forget to check out our second channel, Street Law, for more police interaction and courtroom content.
We finna talk.
You didn't already get loud with them.
No. Ask him, Mr. Bowers, when you first walked up to me, was I loud? Was I rowdy?
No, but what you did was still wrong.
No, I'm not defending that though. Show him the receipt.
Don't need to sit.
We already got
Don't
a
need to
receipt.
sit, man. Put it away.
I'm saying we got a receipt.
Go ahead and put your hands behind your back.
I'm saying we got a receipt.
Go ahead and put your hands behind your back. Still 35, we're running. Put your hands behind your back now! We bought that!